first thing we wanted to talk about, Kanan gave us the topic. Surveys, this is kind of quick. We have a few kind of quick things here, then we'll have some fun at the end with the late topic. So, surveys. Kanan asked us, he's taking this course, he asked us about surveys, which actually I'm going to rant on this for a very small bit. We've ranted on this before. The fact, and this is not blame Kanan for anything, but the fact that he even asked this question is what pisses me off about the state real estate course is that, and actually the timing's impeccable because I had this exact issue pop up today, which is the first time I've had this issue probably pop up in 9 years. So it's funny how we actually asked it and then I can't say that's total baloney, and then now I actually have to say, well, to be honest, it does pop up once every 10 years pretty much. So, but he asked about surveying and how we figure all that stuff out. This is kind of like a lot of things. The state tests ask you questions that are outside our specific realm. Typically in this situation, I might have a general knowledge of it, but what I would say is, that's more of a question for a surveyor, how they do it. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. At the end of the day, it's a lot of stuff that I don't need to know. I really focus on my business at being good at what I need to know, and I trust inspectors and appraisers and attorneys and lenders and all these other people that they are able to handle and pay and do their job. I don't micromanage anything. I just put trust that other people can basically hold their end of the bargain and do their job. And that's why I try to pair up with people that have proven that they can do their job, because I don't want to have to worry about or micromanage somebody, especially in a different industry. So in regards to the survey, I had this issue come up. The person's buying a piece of land. The seller who is selling it has never even stepped foot on the land. They bought it in an auction years ago, turning around to sell it. We don't have anything surveyed or whatever. So the person doesn't know the actual boundaries on the property. Neither do I. Neither does the seller. All we have is a deed to go off of. Now, we can get a survey done. They can pay to have a survey done. Obviously, that comes into bottom line stuff of what the seller's going to net, what the buyer's going to pay for, and all that good jazz. So I don't know if the deal will come it is together now, but it might fall apart, or it might come together, just take a little bit longer to come up with some different terms and agreements. But the surveying, at least in our area, we don't need surveys to transfer. I think out in Western New York they do, and Ellie, you said out in California they need it.
I don't know about surveying. I was just saying in regards to basically everything else, it is way more intense in California.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of geography dependent for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and I imagine population density has a big portion of it, and just the cost of real estate. Because if you're in California and you're dropping $500,000 on a house that would be $150 here, you're gonna want to know that the inspection and everything was, nothing's gonna surprise you.
We've been doing this long enough up in this area. I find that we're very creative, because there's a lot of different homes and it's rural, and we see a lot of issues pop up that you wouldn't see in like a city, because a lot of the cities are typically, I'm not saying all of them, but there's a lot of places in the country that have fairly new developments, meaning that they've been probably built semi-recently, maybe in the last 20, 30 years. Mm-hmm. To me, and a lot of them are kind of cookie cutter homes, so those to me would be easier to sell because of obviously figuring out values. It's easier. Also figuring out home inspection wise, probably easier. So I think that we really earn our stripes up here, because we see a lot of stuff, and every deal, you never know the deal's good until the deal closes. And just when you think it's good, something else pops up. I can probably count on one hand every year how many deals that go by smooth, and I really don't talk to anybody once it goes under contract, because everything's just kind of working as it should. Most deals, something pops up. It could be anything. It could be we gotta move at a certain time. It could be some random thing they need done. But all right, that's it on Kanan on surveys. To be honest, I don't have a lot of information on surveys. I think that's it. I mean, I don't think I've ever had somebody survey once. I've had someone, it was for USDA Direct, which is your favorite thing. So that they did a survey, and the funny thing was, there was a survey in Champlain Park, which I was like, really? Like, it's a quarter of an acre. It is what it is.